Air. It's way too early for the fake. This that real game for real bros. No decaf, no cap. Welcome to Shogun Bros, no decaf. Live every weekday, 6:30 in the morning, Central Time. Did you hear what I said? Central Time. We talk dogs, bloodline building to yard work, from stud talk to the truth behind the pups. This ain't no highlight reel. It's how you really build legacy. Shogun Bros, no decaf. Pull up, pull up, handle yours. This ain't just content. It's culture. Welcome to the Cookout with Toyo, where family vibes meet front porch truth. No scripts, no filters, just heart, heat, and hot plates. Ooh. Step up with elevated perspective, with elevated game for grown men and women building mind, spirit, and vision. And men at work with Pimps Over Simps. Choice. Real convos, no cap, all purpose for the men behind the mission. 3 shows, 1 network, all gas, no decaf. Put no creamer in my man. Look, Shogun Unlimited, man. Press play and get man. Come on, press play, press play. What's good, man? On this beautiful sunny Thursday morning. I don't know if it's sunny where y'all at, but it's sunny here in a broke ass state of Maryland. Side note, man, is if anybody on here or that might see this, if you're a resident of the state of Maryland, Maryland's in I think a 3 million. I got to check and see if the update is probably more now. But at the time when I had checked, I think about last month, Maryland was in a $3 million deficit, right? In the hole for $3 million. Yeah, Tony, what's good? Casino, what's good? MKM in the building. What's good? But yeah, man, Maryland is in a $3 million deficit. I'm mad as hell I moved back up here, man. Just stay my ass in the Carolinas. Yeah, and I noticed, man, just a side note, this ain't the topic of the day or nothing like that. Just, some shit that's been, plucking my brain. But I noticed how they trying to squeeze the citizens, you know what I mean? They putting a squeeze on us, They just taxing the shit out of, I see it though. I see it, It's a lot of fraudulent shit going on. I don't like it. I haven't liked Maryland for, I'd say, the last decade. It's a lot harder to get shit done here. It's a lot of, red tape, and it's a lot of bullshit, and moving down North Carolina just opened my eyes to, how the difference between the North and the South, when it comes to business, when it comes to just everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you're trying to get a marriage certificate, you're trying to get a, child support,
Yo,
What's good?
what's the deal?
Ain't shit, man. During this beautiful sunny Thursday morning,
Yeah, man.
talking about shit, just venting a little bit before get into the topic. Let everybody roll up in here.
Yeah.
But no, I was just talking about how Maryland, state of Maryland, man. Man, fuck Maryland, bro. To be honest with you, that's how I feel.
Wow.
I've been
What
feeling like that
Maryland do?
for at least a decade,
Yeah.
more than a decade. I mean, it's a beautiful state. It's a lot to do here. It's definitely plenty money here. All right, I'm gonna give you an example of what I'm talking about. Now, Maryland is in a $3 million deficit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yet we have 3 multi-million-dollar casinos. Multi. All right, so how can I put it? I'm trying to think if I'm right. Is it 3 or 4? I'm gonna just use the 3 main big ones. All right, we got MGM Grand, which they just built. I say, man, it was a while ago, some years back. And that's right on the cusp of Virginia. It's in Maryland, but it's literally at the tip, right? If you're on 95 South, right before you cross the Woodrow Wilson Bridge to go into Virginia, it's right on your left. All right, so we're gonna call that Southern Maryland. So we got an MGM, big ass MGM casino in Southern Maryland, and then up near Baltimore, Anne Arundel County, we got Live Casino. That's been there for years. I remember when they first opened that, and Horseshoe. Now you got in Baltimore City. As soon as you come into Baltimore City, right on, I think that's 295. I think if you come at 295. Right there, as soon as you come across the bridge, come across the water, as soon as you touch down in Baltimore City, right across from Royal Farms, if you know, you know. Right? Big ass casino, Horseshoe. So you got the Horseshoe, you got Live Casino, and you got the MGM Grand. How the fuck is Maryland broke? How is Maryland broke? That's what I'm trying to figure out. We got 3 big ass casinos. We like little Vegas out here, man. How's we in the hole for $3 million? And the deal was, especially in Baltimore City, for them bringing the casinos out there, was that they were supposed to donate a certain amount, or a certain amount of the proceeds was supposed to go to, to the city, the school board, help with the schools, the school board administration, with anybody that know Baltimore been fucked up, for forever, my whole life, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? It's always been drug infested. I don't care where you from in the country. Everybody know you trying to get you got some work, you trying to get it all quick. Bring your ass to Baltimore, send that shit to Baltimore, it's gone and out. Red tops, yo. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? So, the poverty line, it's not even a line, you know what I'm saying? Baltimore is all, it's just in your face, you know what I'm saying? You can't really get away from it. And it just doesn't make sense to me. A $3 million deficit, you got all these damn casinos. I've been in Live and I've watched, the casino. I watched the house make $1 million. I watched it. I'm counting it. You know what I'm saying? Just off. And I think at that time they didn't even have no table set up yet. This is when the casino was new. All they had was the slots and shit. They had like slots, and I think they might have had a few blackjack tables. But it wasn't no poker. It was no high stakes tables. You know what I'm saying? The high stake games that was in there yet. This casino was still new. They still hiring staff. Certain sections were still roped off or blocked off. So it's just a lot of shit I noticed, and it don't make sense. You know what I mean? And you can't make sense out of nonsense. So the only conclusion I could come to is somebody somebody doing something they ain't got no business doing. It's some funds going, in some pockets that they ain't supposed to be going into. Whatever conclusion can I come to? Where's the bread at? 3 multi-million-dollar, these motherfuckers casinos. I know MGM alone probably make at a minimum 2 to 5 million a day. Live probably more than that or the same. Horseshoe, I don't know, give or take, but it's like, come on, yeah. Where's the bread going? They ain't hold up their end of the bargain. Baltimore schools still fucked up. The children still dumb as shit, still broke, still ain't got no book bags and no new shoes, and the roads still fucked up. Like it's fuck Maryland, bro. But what's good, man? What's good, man? What's the word, man? What's going on? I'm done with my venting.
Yeah, man. Ain't much, man. What's the deal?
Ain't shit.
Yeah.
Looking and moving as usual, I think I'm gonna switch the topic up. Talking about Maryland, that got me raising my blood pressure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to raise it a little bit more. So the topic today is accountability.
Yeah,
Accountability, the modern woman's kryptonite.
yeah,
Gotta do my villain laugh. Ah! Yeah, man.
man.
Accountability. Now I'm gonna
What you
rephrase it.
said?
This is the title. Accountability. Modern woman's kryptonite. Modern man's savior. That's what
Yeah,
modern men need accountability to save them. These bitch ass, these new niggas, these weird, these bonded wearing, fingernail polished wearing ass niggas. Accountability is needed for them to save them, right? For the women too, but they run from it. That's their kryptonite, man. Accountability. And it's funny how in life, right, the things that we run from or the things that we hate or the things that we despise the most is usually exactly what the fuck we need. We think we running towards the answer or the solution, but really we running from it.
yeah,
Accountability, man. And another thing, this also ties into, you know, what we were talking about yesterday, day before yesterday, you know, about vetting a woman properly, right? That's part of the vetting process. That's a huge part of the vetting process, is determining whether or not that woman is capable of holding herself accountable. And notice I said holding herself, not allowing you to hold her accountable, others to hold her accountable, but holding herself accountable.
right.
Because you can hold a woman accountable all day, but if she's not accepting to the correction or the discipline, then she'll interpret your correction as disrespect. So that's one thing I tell youngins, man. Just be cautious, man. Be cautious and be alert. You know what I mean? Don't get caught up in how fat her ass is. Don't get caught up in how pretty she is. Oh my God, she got green eyes. Oh my God, damn, I ain't never seen her ass that big. Oh, look how it jiggle when she walk. Oh my God. Now fuck all of that. All of that. Cause you guys, any old hair, I'm telling you, when I see a baddie, the first thing I think is, man, it's a nigga somewhere right now ripping his hair out over this broad. It's some nigga that's bank account is on E right now because of this fucking broad. It's a nigga somewhere that's ready to crash out over this broad. Lone Wolf, what's good? Doctor in the building. Yeah, man. It's somebody somewhere that's ready to crash out, man. Because I done, when you get to a certain age, man, I done seen it all and heard it all, bro. Especially with dealing with these females, man. So it's like, to alleviate that, you know, some of it you got to go through. As a man, you have to go through it, because it's gonna give you the full scope, or you're gonna be well rounded, right? And to the point where pretty much your armor is impenetrable. You know what I mean? It's no weakness in you. It has been beaten out. It's been child supported out. It's been it's been married out. It's been disrespected out. It's just gone. You know what I mean? It's like you done been through so much. Pretty much everything you could go through dealing with a female, man. I done been there. You know what I'm saying? Other than motherfucking kill me. Other than that, I done been through it. And if I ain't been through it, I done seen it. You know, I'm competent enough to be able to look at other people's mistakes, especially when it comes to women, and be like, shit, dang, I ain't doing that. Because you got some guys, they be like, nah, he just did it wrong, or he ain't do it right, or I would have did it like this. Nah, bro. Some shit, it don't matter who you are, how you play it, you're going to always get the same results. You know what I'm saying? But accountability is the most important thing when vetting a woman. in my opinion. Damn.
What's up?
Oh, you just got a little oh, you on the laptop, okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. What I need to turn something down?
Nah, you good. It just came in strong. The laptop
Yeah.
Speakers is elite.
Yeah, man.
Man, that's what I'm saying. MKM, that's what I'm saying. It's always a dude ready to go to prison. Always. And not just that, you got a lot of them that's in there over abroad.
Man, nations have gone to war and crumbled behind women.
Behind one woman. Think about the Helen of Troy and all that, and a lot of wars have been waged. And be honest, bro, I think any time really a masculine man with something to lose, right? Gets to that point, it's usually over money or pussy. I'm just keeping 100 with you. It's usually a woman or money.
Well, it's not only that, man. It's also what the woman represents. When you think about historically, and you the power in women, women are super powerful, bro. And it's just how the course of history they get used. I'll give you an example. Let's just say this is like true story stuff. Let's just say I'm the king of France and you are the king of England, and we won. We going at it, man. And we trying to come to a compromise. In order for us to compromise, the one thing that we will have to do is we will have to mix our blood, and that would ensure that, you know, we will have something to hold over each other's head, ensuring peace. So that means your daughter or my daughter will be married to your son, and then they combine the kingdoms and whatnot. So and I'm saying that from a far-fetched perspective, but a lot of boys get into these situations behind women, and some of them wouldn't even care who the woman is. It's what the woman represents. It's my trophy. It's this, it's that, because a lot of boys be messing with these women, messing with them to begin with, knowing they for the streets, knowing that, they've been ran through, and you know what I'm saying, and all of this stuff, and they ain't never had nothing of anything, so they trying to hold on. Man, it'd be a whole bunch of that. But at the same time, as I'm being long-winded, they say that, a king can conquer the best of warriors, conquer the best of kingdoms, and there wouldn't be a man in the universe that could contest him. Meanwhile, a woman can walk past all those warriors, walk up to that king, and knock the crown off his head. So it's a lot of back and forth, man. But boys get confused, man, and man, there's so much stuff. There's so many people that's died, did time, all types of stuff, strictly behind women. It's whole families beefing to this day, generations behind a situation like Romeo and Juliet. So,
bruh, speaking of that, it's a beef in DC, bro. Mm-hmm. Trinidad 23rd been going on since the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Since the 80s, you got youngest one even living when the beef started. Don't even know how it started. Don't even care.
That's what
Don't
I'm
even
saying.
ask no questions. Like this, they killed my cousin, so I'm kidding. Bro, how did this shit start? It all started over a fucking female and a tender dick ass nigga, bro.
Yeah. you know, and it's real like that, man. And that's, yeah, it's real like that, man. And yeah, it is.
A lot of these beats, especially like in DC, you know, when you do your homework, when you if you are able to reach out and touch, you know, the actual players that was in the game at that time and get the information straight from them, bro. When you start piecing this shit together, like, wait a minute. So he had, so this shit started because of Shorty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because he was messing with her. He was the man at the time. Then he got locked up. Now this nigga the man, and she with him. So he mad. So he.
It's like Big Meech and P Diddy, man. Big Meech and Puff. That was the start of the fall of BMF behind a girl, behind that club situation, that shooting. Of course, the feds was on them, but that was a key turning point to pushing the envelope to knocking them down, and that was behind a woman.
Yep.
Wow. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the list goes on. You can go back. I mean, you can. It's so much stuff. You know what I'm saying? Marilyn Monroe. She caused a lot of beef in the streets.
She caused beef between two brothers.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Halle Berry. And got a few people, hemmed up in the back and forth. It's a lot of that, man. You know, and at the end of the day, you'll see two people get into it behind a woman. One person end up dead, the other person end up locked up, and she end up with somebody else's hands, doing her own thing, ain't tripping off of nothing. Oh well, but and that's how the story go. And then let's get into the law aspect. Man, the law is, I believe the law at the same, in all is built to protect women. You know what I'm saying? It's built to protect women. So when you have those type of situations, man, guess who coming out unscathed? Guess who can, everybody else take the fall. But from a nature perspective, it ain't the way. I'm just looking at it from the nature perspective, man. When you look at dogs, when you look at lions, apes, deer, all of that, man. Who are the ones that get the boxing and going at it during mating season?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For real though, and that's why I say, man, it's in a male nature to be warrior like. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It just is, man. And some things, man, like the logic is taken out of the whole situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why add to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You absolutely right. And I've seen it so many times, bro. Like, that's why I can't, you could be my right hand man. If you come to me in all sincerity and look me in my eye and tell me, bruh, I think I'm in love. I met this girl that I'm cutting you the fuck off. And it may not even be a permanent cutoff, but I gotta like fall back because I've been in love. I know other niggas that's been in love. When you in love, bro, you insane.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of the crash out shit that I'm gonna use my coworker for instance. That situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's love, bro. Because like, all right, for instance, and it goes both ways for men and women. Now, if you still getting irate and upset and getting emotional, right, over the least little thing that a person do, bro, you still got feelings for them.
Yeah, man. Nah, but I think a lot of those situations, when you step back and you look at it, and I was just talking about nature, but I think a lot of those situations has to do with the opposite party, whether it's the man or the woman, not having, you know what I'm saying, not having love in themselves, man. They got a lower self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. One thing is and you know, we can go back to the 50s, the 60s, 70s, 80s, and it kind of stopped in the early 90s. But you go listen to the blues, you know, the R&B, you know, the soul and all of that, man. Even the country music and all of that, you know. The narrative will be like, I'll die for you. You know, you want the moon, I'll give you the moon. You want the stars,
I drink your bath water.
Yeah, man.
Crazy.
So
I drink your bath. I ain't to this day. I ain't never. To this day, I ain't even trying to be funny, big. To this day, I have yet to meet a woman that's that fucking beautiful that I would drink her fucking bath water. Now, is it when before she get in it? Is it the bath water before she get in it?
Yeah.
Or after she wash? Which is? Cause they never specify. They just say I drink your bath water. I'm like, I'm assuming that you if it's her bath water, she in that motherfucker.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's that's one of them things, man. It's definitely one of them things, man. It definitely is. But that's a narrative that kind of been pushed, and when you start stepping back and looking at it, you like, man, yeah, I get it. These boys throwed off, you know, and yeah, man, you know. Yeah.
But Lone Wolf says some real shit, man. Yeah, these young, I'm so tired of hearing gang. It's like, bro, you're not even in a gang. I don't even get that gang thing. I don't know who started that or what, but it's like, I saw a clip yesterday on, I think it was on TikTok, and I can't remember the rap. What's the boy from the British rapper, Atlanta?
Oh, I don't know.
He was dealing with the little ball.
Oh, yeah. I know, 21 Savage.
Yeah, him. He was on some radio show. They was interviewing him, but he was talking about like the youngins, how they, he said, man, a lot of them, they think they gangster, they think they real, they solid, they real niggas, this and that, and really they just stupid, they just dumb. He's like, nigga, you ain't that, you just retarded. I'm like, yeah, it's a lot of that going around. You know what I'm saying? Like, you special needs. You know what I'm saying? You're not that. You just seem like that because you don't understand that you don't understand the magnitude of the actions that you take.
Yeah, man. But everybody want to be a part of something, you know. And I firmly believe that it all starts with you, man. If you can't stand on your own too, to begin with, and I understand that's part of the reason why people click up and strength is in numbers, but a lot of times, man, when boys be clicking up like that, it's because y'all weak. You know, some people, they weak, and it's like a school of fish. You know how the school of fish come together to make it look like they a big fish,
right?
You know, like to steer off big fish, because you got the real live street as aspect of things, and then you got the political aspect of things, and then you got the trend aspect, all of that stuff tied into one, man. And it's just, for example, I'll give you an example, bro. You got some gangs that formed in one city that affects the whole nation, right?
Right.
And I understand, certain things happen. Like I get the Black Panthers. Everything has a reason for its beginning. But let's just say that, in this city, you got politicking. You know what I'm saying? They got their own real politics, their own real stuff in the whole dive. But then you have somebody else that wants to, culturally or whatever. And I know how things move. You know what I'm saying? I know how certain places got acquainted and associated with it. You know, by certain, you know, sometimes people leave the city, get excommunicated, sometimes or whatever the case may be, when they spread out. But like, you know, from a reality perspective, most of that stuff wouldn't fly in another, you know, another area where they have their own thing going and they affecting the nation. You know,
Right.
I think like I always felt like, okay, and it's just, you know, it is what it is, man. You know, I'm not knocking what you do, but I'm knocking the outcome of it. You know what I'm saying? And the reason behind it. You know what I'm saying? And it makes no sense because that's, to me, that's one of the first things that start with it. Because if you was your own man and you stood on your own too, you would have did your own thing or created your own thing in your own area for your own city instead of taking on politics from a whole nother region. You know what I'm saying? They got, you know, so a lot of that stuff, man, it is mind blowing to me. Like I don't understand, but and I'm not saying that, you know, people don't have their own situations going on in their own neighborhoods, their own politics and everything like that. But y'all deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Why take on all this stuff, you know, and it's watered down and all this stuff, and I don't see any purpose in it, especially when it's like there is no benefit from it in the long haul, man. Like right. we lining ourselves up to get knocked down and can't get back up in some form or manner, you know, and it's a generational type deal, man. You know, it's a generational type deal, man. Like it's like, when does it stop? You know, when does it stop? Because at the same time, like look at it like this, bro. The whole game has been influenced heavily since like the late 80s, from the music to the streets. Right? Yep. Then you got the execs and the CEOs and, you know, the powers that be pushing the narrative, and you know the whole little conspiracy theory starting with you know, Boys in the Hood, man, and you know, NWA I'm talking about, and you go and then you start pressing fast forward, and then you start seeing the Mongols or the people that they put in place. And I'm not just talking about from the music industry, I'm talking about entertainment all the way around. And he fast forwarded to the day, and everybody who was somebody within the last 20 years is in the pot boiling in some hot stuff. Anybody, like everybody. And the ones that ain't, you're not gonna hear about it because they laying low. You're not gonna hear much about a Ludacris. You're not gonna hear much about, you know what I'm saying, these type of people and all of that. But you're gonna hear about P. Diddy. You're gonna hear about R. Kelly. You're gonna hear about you know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, I'm talking about, man, from the YNs that's out here acting a damn fool, that been getting away with a whole bunch of stuff, and people ain't paying attention. This is no different than what they did with the Black Panthers, man. They doing a big time roundup, whether you was good or bad. They put everybody who is somebody, even Tyler Perry ain't safe. Yep. Even Tyler Perry ain't safe. So it is a narrative being pushed, man. And now they doing a cleanup. They doing a roundup. And you know why they doing a roundup? It's no different. And I mean, like, y'all can say, man, this boy Big A tripping. But it ain't no different than Rick Ross, you know what I'm saying, during Desert Storm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They cleaning up. They cleaning up. They cleaning up all the way around. They showing everybody who's boss, who run the show. They cleaning out bank accounts. They you ain't pay your, we coming for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you who. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, man, like they are literally doing a roundup of everybody who's somebody. You know what I'm saying? Who y'all got away with anything. You're not gonna hear much about Timberland and people like that, because you're not gonna hear about them across the board anyway. They laying low. But everybody who's somebody who's still in the mix, you think, like, look at what Tyler Perry was doing. Look at all the land that Tyler Perry built had grabbed down in Atlanta. Like he was making Atlanta the new LA as far as Hollywood. I mean,
Yep.
I don't watch Tyler Perry. I ain't with all that, the stuff he be pushing, but Tyler Perry get knocked off his horse. Everybody, they coming for everybody, bro.
Yeah.
So and I go all the way back down to the streets and all that stuff. And then, like I say, you tie in the music, entertainment, and in the streets. And believe it or not, yeah, it's water and oil, but they still mix because they influence one another. You know what I'm saying? The streets influence the entertainment take it back to the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like the entertainment get their style from the streets. And then they take it and then they do their little commercial bit, and you ain't ever lived this life, but you promoting these drugs, you promoting this life, you promoting this lifestyle, you wearing these rags and flags and doing this, and you really not like that. Now you got a whole generation coming behind you thinking that's what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got these youngsters out here that whole new drill movement and all that stuff. It ain't new not now, but I mean, like, you got boys that's been rap about it. Like, for example, what's the name? Chief Keef. He all the way out the way.
Yep.
All the way out the way. But he set a trend. And how much blood he got on his hands.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? From that, I know everybody make their own decisions at the end of the day. Yeah, everybody make their own decisions. But let's not say that you can't put it's easy to put a key in a youngster's back. You're not gonna see all these old schools running around here, acting a damn donkey and really putting that M game down. Cause all they gotta do is influence the youngsters, man, and put a key in their back. Them youngsters are young warriors, like I keep saying, man, they got it in them. The stuff you would do between the age of 15 and 25 is stuff you would never do in your 30s and 40s and 50s.
Right. Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, that's all I'm saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it all trickles down to the games and all of that stuff, man. Because half of them boys is jumping on the trend.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Half of them boys is jumping on the trend. Like, don't get it twisted. I get it. I know how it went down in Fort Worth. I know how, you know what I'm saying? I know how all that stuff happened in St. Louis, and you know what I'm saying, and how the introduction to Houston and all of that stuff. But I'm talking about these are completely different cities, man.
Right.
Like, I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that I don't know.
Nah, I feel you. I I'm with you on that, because, like, I always questioned it. All right, for instance, like, DC is not. Now you had, I ain't gonna lie, you did have niggas false claiming and shit. I say, like, doing. I say when Wayne was coming out with all the droughts, I think that was around what, like Carter 2 or 3.
Yeah. You from New Orleans.
Right.
You from
right.
New Orleans.
Right.
You from New Orleans, man.
But hold on.
Hold
on, hit me out. Now think about it. Now, if you was I was a heavy Wayne fan, right? Now, we're really just Hot Boys, just, Cash Money, period. But if you around our age, you was really, into the music like that, if you remember back to Hot Boys days, all the niggas was black and blue.
Hey, you sound like a robot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you might need to go out and come back. I don't know what's going on. But man, yeah, okay. I get, I see you, Casino. Yeah, man, cause I mean, listen, I know how, you know what I'm saying, the introduction to Jersey and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? I get it. I understand, but, like, everybody got their own thing going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? The boys in Philly, man, them boys with, they beefing with boys. Like, they got, Like this side of the street is beefing with that side of the street. And I mean, like for real. And what you know what I'm saying? That's
Now, I feel you. And it's all right. So basically what I'm saying is like, all right, so DC has never been gang related, right? It's hoods, you know, hoods beefing against hoods, you know what I'm saying? Streets against streets, neighborhood against neighborhood. It was never you know, no, you know, sets from, you know, Bloods, Crips, Hoovers, none of that shit. Vice Lords, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, did we have and this is another thing too, off of what you were saying earlier. A lot of this shit gets to these different cities and states because you got niggas that's from day one niggas or day two, day three, whatever, that's from they from the motherland, right? But these are niggas that can't go back to their hood. These are niggas that snitched or done some bitch shit.
That's what I'm saying. Some of
them have been
excommunicated. But like I say, I personally know some, you know, people who was, you know, in certain cities that was there when you know what I'm saying, when it was introduced, and the people who came and, you know, the story behind it. And I mean, like I understand, but like, bro, that's you know what I'm saying? You taking on, I don't know, man.
Now I feel you. It don't make sense, but like you said earlier, everybody wants to belong. They want to be a part of something bigger than themselves. They want to feel like they you know, wow, this is you know, this movement or this thing that's growing or it's big and I'm a part of it, and I'm, you know, so because we don't know who we are, you know, we lost.
Yeah. And meanwhile, by you doing that, all you doing is just making it easier for you to get spotted. All that, you know what I'm saying? And like, boom, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Like, they regular politics in certain cities, they can't even do certain things that everybody else doing around the nation.
Yeah.
You know, and like, you know, at the end of the day, like, I look at it like it ain't my business, man. So I don't even get involved in all of that. But it just like, man, like, I just look at it different, man. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, yeah, you know, it's a lot of people that need to be a part of something, to feel like they have a life in, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. But a lot of that starts with a low self-esteem, man.
Yeah, facts.
Hey, Casino. Hey, what's happening?
Man, I like this topic because I talk about this topic a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, offline. You know what I'm saying? But I think and we talk about the black community specifically, pretty much, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying, and a lot, you know what I'm saying, yeah. Because that's the most influential across the nation when it comes to, you know,
across the world. Across
the world when it comes to entertainment and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
All right, so this is my theory. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no, you know, I ain't no politician or nothing. But from what I've seen, and like specifically in my city, I think the biggest problem is start with what our community celebrates, and we can say we don't celebrate it, but we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, we celebrate ignorance. We celebrate, like, niggas be in a competition, but like, whose parents was more of a failure? That's how it sounded to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was broke as fuck. We had Kool-Aid. We ain't had nothing but Kool-Aid and ramen noodles. That's how I grew up. Then another nigga be like, but we was broker than that. We had you feel me? Like, it's the shit that we celebrate, and that'll be the popular nigga at school because he gonna be loud as fuck.
Yeah, you know? That's the neighborhood stuff and everything. Or you ain't from this hood. You ain't. You know what I'm saying?
But like, the way we celebrate it is like, all right. So like, let's say, I mean, I don't know if y'all ever experienced it, but I'm from a place where I never met another race. Like, I never even met another race till I was an adult. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, literally, unless it was like a teacher, somebody working at the school or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, I never been in class. I never had a class ever in my life with a Caucasian. I never had a class in my life with a Hispanic. I never had a class in my life with nobody but African Americans. You know what I'm saying? So what I noticed is like what I was saying about what we celebrate, like, that same person who bragging about his poverty and situations, like saying that that's what's making him hard. When he go to school, that's the person that everybody end up like, because I don't know if it's fear or like just want to be included, like, but they're gonna come through loud. They're gonna make you feel bad because your parents did what they were supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You
Yep.
feel me? And everybody gonna wanna, you know what I'm saying? They probably gonna have a violent nature. You feel me?
Yeah.
So people gonna gravitate towards that shit because they ain't gonna confront the shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though he
Mm-hmm.
dead ass wrong, and then it's like he fuck around. It's like it just spread. So now you got a bunch of people acting like him who ain't even from that situation because they celebrating that situation, and
Mm-hmm.
the whole
Cause they.
situation that you celebrating in the first place is just a cry for help.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now you done raise. It was a cry for help. Y'all didn't help him. Y'all raised him up, make him feel like he's he's the he's the example of what African American is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So then
Yeah.
you get to a certain age, when you get to adult, that's when the M game come in, right? And all them
Mm-hmm.
things like that. So y'all was talking about how do things spread from different cities. It's because
Yeah.
every city have a different situation. So
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Like what I noticed, whatever's trending, like even with the music,
Mm-hmm.
whatever is the current murder capital of the United States, that's where the best music, that's where the hottest music gonna be coming from
Yep.
as well. You see what
For
Yep.
I'm
the
saying?
most
Because
part.
we
For the
celebrate
most
that shit,
part. Yeah.
huh?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Nah.
Chicago had their time, and Chicago
Yep.
was called Chirac,
Yep.
and
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta we had our time. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
And shit, everybody know how to get down here, and then New York
Yeah.
they had their time just now, and
Yeah.
all them rappers got locked the fuck up.
Tallahassee. Yeah.
Yep. All them.
Everybody,
Tallahassee.
Yep.
Atlanta.
Memphis is
Yeah.
known
All of
as
them.
the only reason Memphis is hot with the music because they known as a murder capital.
Yeah.
If they wasn't known as a murder capital, we wouldn't even want to gravitate to that shit because we would call them soft. That's
Yep.
the
Yeah.
reason. That's the reason we ain't got no rap. That's the
Hey,
reason we don't
yeah.
have no rapper from Wichita, Kansas. Ain't
That's
no
what I was
rapper.
about to say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ain't
Yeah.
no rapper from
No,
fucking
yeah.
Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah. Ain't no rapper from
Hmm.
there because ain't nobody gonna
Yeah.
celebrate that shit because they like, oh nah, his parents did what they was supposed to do. We're that ignorant nigga who goddamn was damn near a crack baby and goddamn where he at? That's who we want to celebrate.
Right.
Hmm.
Let's make him the face of our culture.
Yeah.
That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? We don't make people
But
like, huh?
But you definitely right. But then it is also a narrative being pushed to highlight that on from the CEOs and you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
the execs and all of that. They highlight that too. You know what
right.
I'm saying, to capitalize on it. You man, bro, you spend a whole bunch of facts though.
But let me say this though, you right, young, and you absolutely right. But this is really what it is. This shit is orchestrated. This shit was planned. The J people that run the music industry it started with, and y'all can go do your homework. It started with NWA.
Yeah. Because
NWA,
but check this out. I'm gonna let you continue, but look at all the music leading up to NWA. Look
right?
at all the music before NWA, and then look at the music when NWA comes out. And as NWA comes out, all the music that was before NWA, 5 years after, is gone.
Gone,
Let me say
gone.
something to that. Let me tell you
Uh-huh.
why. It go
Yeah,
back to what we. All right. We can blame the music industry all we want, but we also got to blame ourselves because we let that
yeah,
shit work.
Yeah,
We let that shit
yeah.
work. Like why did we look at NWA and be like, oh man, I want to be like that instead of wanting to be like the people before? It's because we
Well,
interested in that kind of bullshit.
you got to also look at coming off of the civil rights and the Black Panthers and all of that, and a lot of people had that
Militant
that
mindset.
you got Public Enemy, that disregard for the, you know what I'm
yep.
saying, for all of that. And then you got no NWA talk about F the police, like that was, you know what I'm saying, it was like, man, nobody
But that,
really, huh?
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling y'all. All this shit was planned. It was orchestrated. All right.
Yeah.
COINTELPRO like a motherfucker. They knew. Okay, so look now, and then y'all think about all the names y'all brought up, right? Now I'm gonna go with Public Enemy because that's the perfect fucking example. Because that not only were they political in their in their message, but they was also militant. So niggas could relate to that. I don't give a fuck if you grew up in the suburbs, you grew up in the trenches, you could relate to their message because they talking about shit that you can feel that shit. It's like you tired of the bullshit, you tired of depression, you tired of being broke.
Get down. 911
you see what I'm saying?
Is a joke in your time.
And them niggas was with man. Shout out to what's my man?
Flavor?
Nope. Damn. I can't even think his name. Not Chuck. What's the other one? He doing all the philanthropy shit now, and
yeah.
He writing books, and I can't even think his damn name.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's the one who really quarterbacked the whole thing. He set all that shit up. You know what I'm saying? He was the glue.
Who we talking about?
I can't think of his name. It won't come. It's not Chuck. What's the other one in the group?
Ice Cube.
Mad Doctor.
Easy
No.
Easy
No.
Thank you, Lone Wolf. Professor Griff.
Yeah.
Professor Griff.
Yeah.
Professor Griff.
Lone Wolf on it.
Yeah, he on it. Professor Griff is a mastermind, bro. It's a video, I think it's on YouTube, where he explains they come up, his plans, how he bro.
Yeah.
But look, Public Enemy was the group that was going to change. They did change rap, hip hop, right?
Yeah.
And that's why the J people said, hold the fuck up. They we can't have this.
Yeah.
We can't have this. So hold on, hear me out. So then here come NWA, right? Now NWA niggas with attitudes they wanted these niggas in this position, and they all, bro, why is it's the same fucking recipe? Now, to what Casino was saying, right? I don't put the blame on nobody but us, because we allowed these motherfuckers to come in our community, right? And our genre, because we created all music. Do your homework. All music is created by us.
Hold on.
What's
man.
up?
Before you go too far, man. Hold on. You gotta slow down. Back it up a bit, because Mad Doctor is correct. See, I grew up on the old school. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really, really grew up, you know what I'm saying, on that. And Ice-T was around talking that stuff before. The only difference, Mad Doctor, is Ice-T didn't have that major machine behind him like NWA did.
Right.
Like I want to make a comment on that too.
Uh-huh.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, all right, look how they did it, right? It's crazy how they did it, because they put fake gangsters on music and made niggas turn to real gangsters. So now
that's what I'm saying.
So now rappers now are real gangsters. I can tell you straight up, every all right, put it like this: gangs in Atlanta, it ain't no gang if the head of the gang ain't a rapper. In Atlanta, every gang in Atlanta is leaded by a rapper, bro. Every single one.
That's their voice.
Every single one, bro. Like, and influence, like, all right, we influenced Louisiana. Like, you know how Young Boy got hit, everybody running around in Louisiana with the green bandanas? Mm-hmm. That shit came from Young Thug. NBA Young Boy got a Young Thug chain, bro. He got that nigga face on a chain. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's spread, like everybody get their turn. You know what I'm saying? It's like shit. Like, but it's like, it's just crazy to me how fake gangsters, like, look at Ice Cube, bro. That nigga was rapping about he a felon and shit, but that nigga never been arrested.
Who?
Ice Cube. I remember one time he was on the song talking about he was talking about he a felon and all that kind of shit, and he ain't never been arrested. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
No, that all of that. Yep. And that's
so. So now niggas went and became niggas went out and became real felons off of niggas saying he a felon who ain't ever even been locked up.
Yep.
Yeah, and
now niggas got real felonies. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to MKM with that Willie D. Like, Willie D did his first album. I want to say it was 89, but I don't know, man. Like, it was like the stuff was out there, but it wasn't a major machine behind it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Tony is a bunch of followers. It's a bunch of followers, but man, I don't know, like.
And then we get gangster with each other, and then when the police pull up, we got them submit like a motherfucker, boy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what was all that shit for?
Exactly.
To goddamn prove to each other that we harder than each other when we supposed to be getting some money and raising our kids right. But now they done brainwash us to look down on being a happy home.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, if you come from a happy home, nigga, you soft, nigga.
Yep, you lame.
You lame as hell. Nigga, you
Yep.
you got a daddy in your life, you's a bitch.
Yep.
What the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. Like, I had to go along, like, I had my father in my life, but I had to whoop so many niggas. I had to whoop so many fatherless niggas till niggas got the point.
Yeah.
I had to keep whooping them niggas, bro. And I wear glasses. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like, like, that's why I started boxing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, just because these niggas like, but I ain't no bitch, bro. I got my dad, and he ain't no bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's just the way that people get brainwashed. They just like, but these niggas is, I don't know, man. It's crazy. I don't even know where to go from here. That's how crazy it is. I don't know where to go from here.
Nah, you know where to go, young. You know where to
Go
go.
home and take care of your kids and raise them right.
Well, yeah, I know what to do for me, but I'm talking about the whole group. Like, I don't like I don't like, you know what I'm saying? But you know what's so crazy, because also what they brainwashed us think, they made us think that we got to save every motherfucking brother. When you look at if you look at the white community, you don't see them bigging up the trailer park people. No offense to the trailer park people. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the highlight of their community. But in our community, the highlight of our community is the hood. But so that's off. We got to start right there, bro. Like, that shit, we should be looking at the hood just like the trailer park. No offense to the hood, no offense to the trailer park, but that's not success. So what the fuck are we celebrating?
Right.
Yeah.
But but you right, young. That's what they want, though. You see what I'm saying? They want us to celebrate and this is what they've done. They've taken the bottom of the barrel, right? The worst representation of what we are as a nation of people, and they put that on a pedestal. So what it's doing is, and we not condemning it, but that's the problem. It don't matter what. Okay, for instance, if motherfuckers be like, oh, Big A a bitch ass nigga, and that's the narrative they trying to push. If it's other people that know this motherfucker personally, they gonna be like, hell nah, that's my nigga. He's solid. Hey, what the fuck is they? Nah, hell nah. They not even going. You can talk all you want, but ain't nobody gonna listen to it. Ain't nobody gonna subscribe to it. The issue is the fact that they're painting us as nothing but drug dealers, pimps, hoes, and murderers, right? And we're accepting the shit, and we wearing it like a badge of honor. So
Right.
to the rest of the world, what the fuck do you expect them to think? What do you expect them to think?
Don't get me wrong. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, if this is the picture that they painting of us, and we're allowing it to happen, then that means we're accepting the picture. So when the rest of the world looks at it, it's like, damn, I guess all black people like this. No, we not. But if the majority of us are stamping or put out stamp of approval on the shit, then what the fuck is they supposed to think? And then they come over here, what do they see? Even if you ain't that, everybody's pretending to be that. So everybody got their pants sagging, they got tattoos all over their fucking face. And they ain't never been in the hood. They from the suburbs, got both their parents. You ain't never missed a meal. But if you look at them appearance-wise, how they carry themselves, how they talk, you would think they from the hood. So if this is the norm, like, can you fault the other nations or these foreigners or you know, for treating us the way they do, for viewing us the way they do? You see what I'm saying? Look, we got Sexy Red, we got Megan Thee Stallion, all the women that you don't have Lauryn Hills no more. You don't have no more Jill Scott. It's hoes. You just got bitches and hoes and drug dealing niggas. That's it.
And you know what's so crazy?
I still, my bad, bro. I still think you got a couple of Lauryn Hills, but for every one Lauryn Hill, you got 100 Sexy Reds.
I was gonna speak for myself. Like, I can't say. It's like, all right, put it like this. What I noticed too, by the time we wake up, we at an age where we can't even influence the next generation no more, because now we old heads. You know what I'm saying? And not in the black community, our old head is getting younger and younger and younger. Like, I'm 32 and niggas call me
Yeah.
When I was young, I wasn't calling niggas who was 32 You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like, all right, put it like this. All right, I'm not above the shit. You feel me? Like, I didn't grow up poor, but I am from a hood, you know what I'm saying, at the same time. And I ain't gonna lie, I do have my father in my life, but I have been locked up 7 times. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I had the goddamn, well, I didn't have to. Let me say have to. I didn't have to.
You made that choice. You made the wrong choices.
The ego in me, bro, couldn't let these niggas step on me, bro. So I had to get with them. You know what I'm saying? I had to. When them niggas came from New Orleans, bro,
Yeah.
Bro, them niggas was threatening me. Like, bro, it's just all type of shit, bro. I got my first gun when I was in like the 9th grade because of the New Orleans niggas. You know, it was just like I had to adapt. You know what I'm saying? It took me getting locked up 7 times. And the last time I got locked up, it was literally for no reason. And that's the one that actually goddamn changed me because I'm like, damn, they can really put me in this bitch for no reason. And it was Hurricane Irma and the whole jail got locked down, so I couldn't even get out. Like the power was out. The power was out. We was locked down 24 hours because it ain't no power in this bitch. We just in the cell. And I'm like, bro, I really ain't do nothing. And I got out that bitch. I went to court. I got my bond money back. And that's when I was like, you know what? I ain't going back to that place because I can go there for no reason. So let me not give them no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, because shit, it was just crazy. But I'm not above it. That's basically what I'm saying. I'm not above it. I fell into that shit. I done been on some gangster shit. And I'm trying to change my life now. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, man. You brought up them hurricanes, man. I was down during them hurricanes, man. We was locked out for 2 weeks. No power. No shower, no nothing. Like, what? Yeah, man.
Yeah, I was in jail, bro, through the whole storm. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I was in that TDC. I was a big boy.
Man, we was in that bitch like, is we finna drown in this bitch? Like, we don't know what's going on outside the walls, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know what's going on.
Yep. All the staff that left, you got maybe handful of people that had guards there. So maybe like, damn, peanut butter sandwiches mixed with oil. You know what I'm saying? So they can stretch it.
The phone lines out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The phone.
We ain't had no phones.
Ain't wasn't no phones. It's a whole hurricane going on. So that shit changed me though. I ain't gonna lie, cause I'm like, hell nah, bro. You know, I was too helpless, and I didn't do shit. And I didn't do shit. So it was just like, yeah, I gotta goddamn change. But it's like, bro, why did it have to take me going through all that shit to finally wake up? You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say I would change anything because it would make me a different person than I am right now. But it's just the $1 million question is, why do we gotta go through this shit? And become actual OGs who done been through this shit. Like, where the OGs who ain't, like, can we look at some niggas that ain't been to jail as OGs? You know what I'm saying? Like, like, you know what I mean? Like, we don't do that shit. Like, if a nigga is the mayor, like, niggas don't call the mayor of Atlanta a OG. We don't be like, hey, OG.
I like the fact that what's his name, Joyner Lucas, before all that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's all the rumors about Will Smith, but he bigged up Will Smith, you know what I'm saying, in a positive light. And when you look at his career, like, yeah, that's somebody, you know what I'm saying, but people overlook that, you know what I'm saying, and Will get that, you know what I'm saying, that, you know.
Yeah, we stepped on Will Smith though. You know what I'm saying? We seen his wife was acting up, and we blamed him like he his wife. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We man, I can't imagine how Will Smith feel right now. You know what I'm
saying? That's a whole nother subject, man.
And then shit, we so bad, we made Will Smith go on a stage in front of everybody and slap the shit out of somebody on some gangster shit. Will Smith.
Well, I think, man, that's why I say it's a lot to it. I can't even get into that because it is more to it than just that. And there's a lot, and you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff behind closed doors that you know what I'm saying? That's for them. But
no, I know it's a lot of shit. I know he got a lot of shit that he done did, and people that say he done did like a lot of homosexual things that the people accuse him of. And you know, and I get it, you know what I'm saying? But man, goddamn, bro, we gotta. I mean, that shit, all that shit is weird and shit like that. But goddamn, bro, we watching this man get crucified, bro. Even with Diddy,
I'm talking about out of his career, all the roles he played, everything that he played, positive. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. In our community, it only take one flaw, and we throw the whole man away.
Yeah, and
other communities do not do that shit. They already know people come with flaws, and no matter how much shit come out on Oscar De La Hoya, the Mexican community still support Oscar De La Hoya, bro. I don't give a fuck how many fishnets he done wore. I don't give a fuck how many times he cross-dressed. They still love him. You know what I'm saying? They still love him, bro. We the only ones where you got one flaw. You done did Fresh Prince, I Am Legend, nigga, all type of shit. This nigga got down some rumors come out, some weird shit come out, like just rumors. We don't even got nothing on video. We ain't got nothing. But we like, man, fuck that weird ass nigga, man. Throw that nigga away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, man. I mean, honestly, whether it's true or it's not true.
But no, I threw him away too. So don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I threw his ass away too. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying. But I out of all reality, hey, let's check this out. Let's put yourself in Will Smith's shoes, and let's just say you a sucker to the, you know what I'm saying, or let's say, or whatever the case may be. Say you gullible, you whatever the situation is. You jumped in the game as the rap game and the whole nine. You going through all this stuff. You know, you in the limelight at a young age. You end up messing with Jada Pinkett.
Right.
You her second or third. You know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be, or you just her feeling. She got love for Pocket, another dude, or whatever the case may be, and she let it be known. A man in that situation already under stress. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then you go, and then it's public. You know what I'm saying? The people rubbing it in your face for years on end. Then, whether it's true or not, you got the homosexuality stuff going on.
Right.
Then you got your wife going and messing with your son's best friend. And it get out in public and they make a whole deal out of it. Now you on TV counseling, having people all in your business doing this counseling stuff. Every last man on this planet who about something going, and if they ain't about something, gonna have something to say to you. You know what I'm saying? Every time you drop something, they gonna have something to say. And I'm just saying, from a man perspective, whether you're a sucker, whether you,
only if
you know
you
what
black.
I'm saying?
Only if you black.
I don't care. I don't care if you black, white, or whatever culture. Man, as a man. You know what I'm saying? To be dealing with that type of stuff, man. Hey,
man, niggas ain't goddamn make Charlie Sheen go crazy. Niggas,
yeah, he was already crazy. Charlie Sheen was already crazy.
But what I'm saying, what I'm saying though, like people, what I'm saying, like they didn't belittle that nigga as a man in his community. Like they didn't make that nigga feel less. You see what I'm saying? And I keep bringing up Oscar De La Hoya because that's the first one pop up in my head. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because I can sit there and watch Oscar De La Hoya do whatever the fuck he want, and they still cheering for his ass. But let Terrence Crawford put on some motherfucking fishnets, bro.
Yeah,
that nigga, it's over. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll tell you somebody
because of how we are.
I'm thinking about. I'm just you got me thinking, but I'm thinking about somebody who has gone there, did all of that and some. And
Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
But see, but him, see, yeah, you all right now. We didn't do nothing to him. You right.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. I don't know why.
Because we knew he was thrown off as soon as he left Detroit. When he left Detroit, everybody knew that boy is not right.
Yeah.
Something is wrong with that boy. You know what I'm saying? I guess that was a pass because he was doing that stuff in the NBA.
Right.
Then he go to North Korea and act a fool.
Right. Yeah, that's one dude. But I don't see. I don't ever hear a lot of people like talk about Dennis Rodman like on some anything. Like niggas just don't even talk about him at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Unless we talk about this type of subject, then you think of that one weird nigga. But he's not like nobody role model. Like niggas not trying to be like Dennis Rodman out here, bro.
Nah. Yeah. But I'm saying, look, they even tried to cancel Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? During his career. That's why Michael Jordan stepped down.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why he stepped down. And I know, it was a whole bunch of stuff with his gambling, his pops and all that. But yeah, they had threatened him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I mean, Kaepernick put himself in a pickle, but I mean, he ain't coming back from that. But then you look at Brett Favre. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Yeah, it's just double standards, man. And it's double standards that we put on ourselves, in my opinion. Like, it's just like, well, not double standards. It's just the way we treat each other in our communities is why it's the way that, it is. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know where to start because I'm included. Like I said, I'm sitting here criticizing us for treating Will Smith like that, but I treat him the same damn way. So I can't say too much. But I don't know why our psychological is set up like that, where we just automatically throw your ass away no matter what you did. We don't give a fuck. Like, that nigga Will Smith could have saved every hood in America. We still would have threw him away the same way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, don't get it twisted. I'm not a LeBron fan, on the court, but I'm a LeBron fan as a whole, as a person. You know what I'm saying? The moves that he made, and he got caught. They try to knock him off. They try to take the crown from him. You know what I'm saying? On the cool, they, you know, rumors and all that other stuff trying to get things started. But his whole entourage is his team, and he put up to college. You know, try to, you know, did his little thing in Cleveland as far as the, you know, schooling for and opportunities for other people. Man, that's a you know, I like that. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing about LeBron that I don't like as a person, except for him on the court. I don't fool with LeBron on the court, man.
Man, I want to throw this one more thing. I want to throw one other thing, but cross y'all and see what y'all think about this. All right, so like, yeah, it's been going on for years, right? Way before social media. But the way I look at social media, I feel like anything negative that was going on, it just pressed the fast forward button on it. And what it does is, what social media does is, like, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. It's good because you get to network and meet different people, but it's bad because it gave every nobody in the world a voice.
Yeah.
Facts.
Like, everybody. Yeah.
Okay, so and this is a question for you, Casino. All right. With social media, where it's already a known fact before social media, bad news travel faster than anything else. But with social media, do you think, even with the nobodies having a voice, that it has taken the power from the big time TV networks, the cable TVs, and the news?
Yeah,
and you got to take the good with the bad.
No, but it ain't good because it's all bad, because what we did was we didn't give an alternative to. We gave an alternative to the TV and big networks, but the narrative driving itself at this point. It's driving itself. You don't need nobody to, like, make us act a damn fool. Like, all right. So social media has monetized the ignorance. Like, before you do some ignorant shit and you get locked up and shit like that, and a few people might talk about it. Now, now you got social media, you can do some ignorant shit, get monetized, get paid, and make a whole 100,000 other people see that you just got paid off that dumb shit, and now they gonna do it.
Yeah, remember.
So it's worse. It's worse than like the mainstream media. Is way worse because you can directly get paid as a nobody for doing some stupid shit right now. I can do some stupid shit right now and get 1 million views right now.
You know how I look at it, man. I look at it just like the penitentiary, man, that prison, man. Malcolm X said that next to the university, prison is the next best form for a man who's wanting to change his life. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of look at social media the same way. Bro, you can go to prison and be whatever you want to be. You want to go and be a drug dealer? They there. You gonna be you going to school, you gonna be the best drug dealer they got. You want to go be a bank robber, you want to go learn how to cook meth, you want to, whatever it is, man, you gonna get educated. You gonna get educated. But if you want to go there and you want to educate yourself on something positive, you can do the same thing too. It's there. And I look at social media too the same way. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Everything is geared towards your unconscious attention. So meaning, like, whenever you get on something's gonna pop up real quick, and unconsciously you already flipping through it. You caught up on it. But if you have a sense of direction, like YouTube, for the most part, it used to be used as a DIY, and they capitalized on that quick. And now, you know, we got all this stuff floating through YouTube and social media and stuff. And I just think, like, whatever you talking about in your day-to-day basis, because you know they listening, your phone and everything. If it ain't your phone, it's some device in your house or whatever the case may be. It's listening, and then it's promoting it on your phone. So we got to change our thought process, what we talk about, what we think about, how we go about doing it. You know what I'm saying? And
that's harder. That's harder to do than, like, it's harder to do than to say it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But all you got to do, well, I ain't gonna say it like that. It ain't no all you got to do. But I say, in my personal experience, once you find a passion, You cut out all that shit subconsciously. Like you don't even,
Yeah,
you know what
I
I'm saying?
agree. I agree.
And
Cause
then
you
also
so
the
passionate about
algorithm,
it.
like if you're a positive thinker, your algorithm is gonna adapt to that shit. The certain
Yep.
things won't even pop up on your social media and shit. Like
Uh-huh.
if you constantly searching the right things that you like, and then also if some bullshit pop up, you gotta press do not suggest this type of content. You gotta press that
Yep.
shit. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yeah. And see, they have teams that capitalize on your thought process.
Mm-hmm. That's
And
why
that's
every
what
time you say some shit, the shit pop up on your phone.
yeah. And that's the and it's the craziest thing because it's like, okay, in order for me to as Mr. CEO say, control the matrix, be Neo, I really got to change my whole thought process from the beginning to the end. Like I got to wake up, I got to when I'm not even speaking out loud, my thought process has to change. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because every step that we do, every move that we do, they watch it. And that's crazy to say, man. I hate that everything that you do, they listen and they watch it. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. This shit crazy, man. I just like talking about it is like, we can talk to each other, but we all three of us up here, we not the ones that need saving. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So we can talk about it all day.
Nah, I need saving. I need saving.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm speaking for myself and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm working. No, I mean, like I'm just being honest, man. Like I work. I'm a work in progress. You know what I'm saying? I'm
a work in progress. Yeah. But it's certain things I know I ain't finna do. Like I'm not.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
You know, Casino Like Prez ain't finna go shoot no house up. Like you know that. You know what I'm saying? I know that. It ain't nothing that can make my temper get to that point ever again in life. You know what I'm saying? Because I done grew up. You know what I mean? So. Yeah. But yeah, everybody should be a work in progress because if you're not a work in progress, then shit, you going backwards. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I feel you. Yeah, man, but the fact that I know you got some. I know you better than before. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. So
that's what matters. You know what I'm saying? You know what you know what mission you on, and you know what you're trying to accomplish, and you can hold yourself accountable when you know you fucking up, and that's the first step to any progression. When you can hold yourself accountable, as long as you can do that. Shit, you looking good. You looking good.
Yeah, man. Nah, for real, bro.
And to bring it full circle, everything that we just been discussing this whole live fits the topic: accountability. Taking accountability as a man for your words and your actions. That at the end of the day, bro, I don't care what you did in your past, what you might do in the future, as long as you can see the flaws in your character, right, and make the proper adjustments. I can't do nothing but respect you, because that is, in my eyes, a respectable man, because nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. We all gonna fuck up. We all gonna do some dumb shit. And usually when you do dumb shit is when you come out of your higher self into your lower self, right? You emotional. And you react without using logic and reason, but you react using emotions and feelings. And that is going to happen. And I don't care. You can take the most calm, the most competent man on the planet. He going to crash out over something. It may not be a full crash out, but he's going to come out of his
out of his character, out of his
competent state, and he's going to have an emotional tirade. He's going to lash out, and he's going to flip out about some shit, because at the end of the day, as a man, every day we're dealing with. And why I say that is because if you are a man who's competent and has control of his emotions, you deal with childish people on a day-to-day basis, right? People who don't have control of their emotions, especially men, and that's one of my biggest pet peeves. I cannot, and that's why Big A laughing. He know where I'm about to go with this.
No, I was laughing at MKM comment. He said, "I'm a baby brother. Do I require brutal accountability?"
But look, I would say yes. Now, why I say that is because most of the niggas that I'm cool with, right? And that I'm kind of like a big brother too. These niggas have big brothers, and they're usually the youngest brother or the baby out of all the siblings, right? And this is why I be beefing with them so much and having issues with them, is because it's lessons that they have yet to learn because they had older brothers, right? I didn't have I had older brother. I never met him, And so, like 50 Cent said, he said, who the fuck I'm gonna go home and get? Me? Ain't nobody there. You know what I'm saying? So that was my dynamic. I didn't have nobody to run to. I didn't have nobody to go get. So I had to fight my own fights. I don't care if it was 10 niggas, if it was one. Like, I gotta handle that shit. I ain't got no back.
Same with me, bro. I had to fight my battles and my little brothers.
So, and that's what makes you, and I see, that's why I fuck with, because I'm gonna tell you what it is. Most of the niggas that I meet and I get cool with, if I meet their siblings, like they got older brothers, I usually have a better bond with them than the younger brother. You know what I'm saying? We just click, and it's because we've learned lessons and we've been through certain shit, and we viewed the world in a different way. See what I'm saying? So it's certain things that by having, you can't be crippled by having an older brother or older sibling, older brothers. It can't cripple you as a man. And if you don't learn these, like, and that's what, and it comes from you know, your dad or your uncles or your older brothers, them seeing the weakness in you, right? And seeing themselves in you. And that's why they save you from certain situations, because they know that you ain't equipped or you ain't ready for that, right? And it comes from them not having a big brother for themselves, right? So they had to handle this shit. So they want to save you from it. But and it's kind of like moms, you know, it's like, oh, I don't want my baby to go through this. I don't want him to have to do it. Yes, you want that because you love them and you care for them. But at the end of the day, they have to go. What makes you a man, what makes you a competent, respectful man is how much can you tolerate? How much pain can you take, right? How much adversity can you deal with? Can you lose it all and get it back? That's what makes you a respectable man.
Right. And I want to say this too, and this go for all men, any color, bro, because I think we all suffering from this shit. Like we, you know, being a man, you know, we protectors and providers, and you know, we always want to take care of the people that we love, or you know, situations that we care about. We always want to be able to help it, right? But what I noticed, like, no matter what color, bro, we put too much pressure on ourselves. Like, don't take too much. Like, we got to be accountable, but you can never be accountable for some shit you ain't got no power over. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no power over that shit, we got to learn. And I'm speaking to myself too. You know what I'm saying? We got to learn how to know that that's just God's plan. Like, we can't. Yeah, we a man and we want to be strong. We want to do something about this situation, but sometimes you just can't do it. Like my little brother, he passed away. Like I was blaming myself. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I can't blame myself, because it's like, shit, bro. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. Yeah, I've been protecting him my whole life. I'm his big bro, but it ain't my fault. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it'd be hard to accept that shit as a man, especially when you're a real stand-up guy. It's like, bro, you really we go around down on ourselves for some shit that what the fuck we gonna do about it? We can't do shit. So, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that go for every color, because I didn't seen enough social media and, like, you know. Social media opened my eyes to a lot of different cultures, bro. Like I said, bro, where I'm from, bro, it wasn't nobody else. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even know what's going on in other cultures. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even know. But social media and going out and just exploring the country myself, I got to meet other people in different situations and things like that. And I see that men of all color be going through a lot of the same shit. Of course, they got different specific problems in their own culture, but a lot of overall things, it don't have no color on it. It's just a man. You know what I'm saying? Just as a man, this is what we go through. You know what I
mean? Yeah.
Facts. And I've been saying that shit for years, man. That's why I get along with everybody. I don't give a fuck you red, purple, green, or blue. You still, if you got a dick and balls between your legs just like me, it's certain shit that you gonna deal with, that you gonna have to overcome, that you gonna have to learn, that you gonna have to tolerate, that you gonna have to you gotta go. We all go through the same shit at the end of the day. Same thing for women. You know, female nature is just certain shit that all women deal with, all women had to put up with, all women have to overcome and had to learn. So you're right. It transcends beyond nationality or culture. You know what I mean? By me being cultured and being blessed to be able to travel to different states and different countries and shit, and meeting different people and you know, speaking different languages and shit, like it's still the same. People is people. I don't care where you go. You know what I'm saying? You got motherfuckers that ain't worth a damn. You got bitch ass niggas here. You got bitch ass niggas in foreign countries. You got hoes here. You got hoes in foreign countries. You got wives here. You got wives in foreign countries. So it's the same.
My bad.
No,
I
go
was
ahead.
gonna add something to what you said, like, and just cause I say this to the black community, just cause you poor, don't mean you ain't. Just cause you grew up poor and your mama didn't have shit, do not mean you hard. And a nigga with a dad can still beat your motherfucking ass.
Yep.
That's all I say.
Yep.
That's just my message. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, bro. I just had to add that in while you were saying that
But
shit.
now,
Because, bro,
to
these
speak
niggas
on that
tripping.
too, because I meant to say something earlier when you had spoke on that earlier. A lot of that comes from, because I had to do the same thing. A lot of the fights and a lot of the, the hate that I got, it wasn't even about me. It was about them projecting their insecurities and their lack onto me, right? Whether it be, oh nigga, your folks got this or got that, or oh you had this or had that. It's like, yeah, motherfucker. So you mad at me because I lived a life that your parents didn't provide for you? You mad at the wrong person. You need to, all this energy you giving me, you need to give your mom and your daddy. I ain't got shit to do with that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So a lot of it is just motherfuckers just needing therapy and needing to do the self-reflection and shadow work they need to do to get they self together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? To figure out why they're lacking. Because it's not my fault.
Right.
So you want me to go without because you went without, or you want me to feel bad for having things because you didn't have it.
Right.
That's crazy. Because even I didn't have it bad. I didn't have it good. You know what I'm saying? But there was a lot of things that could have been different. A lot of things that I went through I didn't have to go through. A lot of things that I had that I didn't have to have. You know what I'm saying? So. But and that's the same for everybody. I don't give a fuck if you know what I'm saying. You grew up in poverty, and then really think, what is poverty, bro? Because niggas don't know true poverty. A lot of it, and I said this before. A lot of niggas get mad when I say this shit. You know what I'm saying? I be in all the hoods and shit, but niggas, I don't give a fuck. It's the truth. You can't be obese and call yourself coming from poverty. And you laugh because you know, hold on, listen to me out. Like, this shit be blowing me, bro. Like, motherfucker be like, man, I had it rough. Straight. All right, look at these rappers. Most of these rappers is fat. They got baby mama bodies and shit, but yet
But you know what it is though. I ain't gonna lie. I agree. I know what you're saying, but bruh, that EBT is a motherfucker, boy.
It is.
Yeah. So you can be dead broke and get fat. You know what I'm saying? Off that EBT. So I agree. I know what you're saying, but we don't know true poverty. Like, we not living like niggas in the Philippines. That's poverty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But niggas do be broke compared to the average American and can get fat off of the EBT. That's all.
But this what I'm saying. We are broke, but we not broke financially. We broke mentally.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's no way. You got foreigners that come over here, right? They establish businesses. They getting the benefits. They getting the EBT. They getting the whatever the benefits they get through the state or the federal government. They getting it. But what are they using it to do? That's the problem. You shouldn't be no third or fourth fucking generation in the trenches, my nigga.
Facts.
Your great grandmother shouldn't have been she was the third person in line when they came out with the welfare act. And
Can I say something? I need to say something. No, okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, me, you, and Casino. We decide we gonna pick our family up and we gonna move. I don't know, to Africa, or not to Africa. I don't know, to Japan, right? So we move to Japan. I get there first. I'm doing my thing. Casino, you come next, and then Mr. CEO lands maybe a year or so after. We're in this foreign country. We know each other, and we brought our families. Do you think that we are going to have more of a bond there than we would back home?
Of course.
Do you think that we would be more inclined to work with each other than against each other?
Of course.
Yeah.
And I kind of think that's so. All right, now, same analogy, but still here in the States, right? I think what's going to end up happening, and I said this before in another live, they're going to cut all this government funding, all the benefits, Social Security, Section 8, the Welfare Act is done. They already got rid of DEI shit. Like, and I'm with it. Get rid of all that shit, because the end result is going to be, it's going to force us. Since niggas don't want to do it on their own, it's going to force us to come back together as a nation of people. All these, I'm independent, I don't need no man, all that's out the window.
It's what it's going to be. I agree with you 100%. what it's gonna do is gonna put a real, it's gonna put real strong men back in style, because a bitch ass nigga ain't gonna be able to do nothing for nobody when it get
Yep.
like that. You see what
Yep.
I'm saying? When it get like that, everybody gonna know what a bitch ass nigga is. Everybody gonna stop acting stupid. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't gonna be cute no more. Because now we need real stand up men who the fuck finna pay this bills. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And also, bro, real men we gonna have to have, man, if it get like that, man, real men gonna have to damn near have more than one wife. Because it's so
We
many
already
bitch ass
got them.
niggas.
We
No,
already got them.
that's what I'm saying, but I'm just saying it's gonna be more. It's like, I don't see how it won't be more with all these different niggas who ain't stepping up, and all these women who just gonna be left out here. Man, niggas gonna be having to have like 2-3 wives on
Yep.
some shit just to keep the community working. You know what I'm saying?
But this the thing, you know, it's always been like that. Only till we started trying to fit this Western narrative and this Western lifestyle, right? That's what fucked us up.
Yeah.
When we were traditional and living like our ancestors lived, everything was good. We had our own hospitals, we had our own churches, we had our own communities, we had our own everything.
Right.
Our own stores, everything. We had a self-sustained economy. We didn't need the government. We didn't need financial aid. We didn't need none of that shit. We needed nothing outside of our community. We were self-sustained. Everything we needed, we provided from. We had farmers. We had everything. We had our own grocery stores. You see what I'm saying? Everything. We had our own banks. We had our own everything. We didn't need nobody for nothing. That's why they had to come with integration, the civil rights movement.
And it's gonna
To
be an
nullify
attack
that
on us too. Like it's not gonna be sweet like we think. It ain't gonna just go like that, because at the same time, all right. So like you said before, we used to have our traditions and things like that. Like a lot of us is gonna try to, get back to that traditional thing. But now that we in a different era, now we got things that can actually replace human beings and shit like that. Like, so it's like, put like this, like robots and AI and things like that. That shit gonna make it even more difficult to like take care of your family. Like, unless when I talk to people, young people, I always tell them, like, bro, focus on getting a trade. Like, focus on getting a skill that you can do that a robot ain't gonna be able to do no time soon. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see robots being no plumber no time soon. You know what I'm saying? I don't see robots being electricians no time soon. Like, we gotta see what's going on and see what we gotta do to adapt to the situation that we got right now, because they are making replacements for humans for certain things, like little simple things that we would be able to do. Yeah, like it's gonna be like what I'm basically saying, that because you were saying we used to have our own grocery stores and all that kind of shit like that. It's gonna be kind of hard to get that shit back with the technology that they have now. So we got to keep that in mind too.
Own a home.
Man, bro, I can talk about this shit for hours, bro, because I just had a conversation about this shit. How about, like, why in every African American family, the last time a nigga bought a bunch of land was like our great grandfather?
Yeah. But the land is being sold by this generation and the generation before.
That's what I'm saying.
But
what I'm saying is, look how weak we become. Because back when our great grandfather was buying all them acres, that was in the Jim Crow days when we wasn't even supposed to even be able to accomplish no shit like that. Now we got all the freedom in the world and we can't even get a damn apartment.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We can't even get an apartment, bro. Our oppressed ancestors was buying acres, and we are not oppressed, but we so oppressed mentally that we can't even get we can't even get out our mama house half the time.
Yep.
We done got weak as hell.
Now I wanted to address what Tony said. Tony, we are not talking about niggas. Niggas is done. The nigga era is over. The day of the nigga is done. I
don't think so.
Yeah, it is, and we seeing it unfold right in front of our eyes. Like, it's over. Everybody is tired. Niggas is tired of niggas. Right. That's how you know this shit is over. When niggas are now tired of niggas, you got niggas talk, man, I'm tired of this shit, man. These bitch ass niggas, man, this, that. You got ignorant niggas that's tired of ignorant niggas. So it's over, bruh. It's over. Yep, the tech, we are in the tech age, right? So all that gangster shit, all that shit is out the window. The streets is dead. I've been telling these youngers for years, the streets is dead. They got cameras every fucking where. Everything you do, they know.
That's why they turned it into a social. It's like a fantasy now. Every so-called gangster is on Vlad TV and other
Yeah.
podcasts just airing it all out, looking
And look
like
lame
straight
as fuck.
clowns.
Lame
Yeah.
as fuck.
Like,
Well,
nigga, everybody thought Big
the
Meech was
streets.
niggas. You would have thought Big Meech was gonna come home like a king, but the niggas is clowning the fuck out Big Meech. Nigga don't give a fuck
Yep.
about Big Meech.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I'm
that's what I'm saying. That the podcast is the death of the streets. The
Right.
podcast is the death of the streets.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, because it show your the people that people was looking up to. You get to see how they really is. And it's like, damn, I don't want to be that shit. You know?
And then you coming out telling it. I gotta go tell my story. They
Right.
got to hear my story. Now you
Self-snitching.
giving it all up. You telling
And you looking like a female at the end of the day, because that's what females do.
And then you go into the feds to tell your story. The fucking all these niggas is agents, all of them.
Then you beefing with boys from back in the day because you talk about your story and bringing up old stuff and all. Man, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's over, bro. I agree 100%. That nigga shit over. It's just, where do we go from here? That's where I think where we at right now as a culture. We trying to figure out where to go from here. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna figure it out, because one thing about us, we ain't going nowhere. So,
bro, it ain't nothing to figure out. Look, hear me out. It ain't nothing to figure out. We are the nucleus of everything. Every industry, every business, all culture comes from us. We influence the whole fucking planet. I told y'all, when I went to DR, that first trip to DR, I was in a fucking nightclub. The whole club was singing Many Men. We talking 2024. They singing Many Men. Don't nobody in that motherfucker speak English.
Yeah.
That's real shit though.
We influence the whole fucking planet. So what's happening is we're taking our power back. We're realizing that we don't need nobody but ourselves. We don't need shit. Everybody needs us. All these other nations eat off of us. Who's buying all the Gucci, Louis, Prada, the Fendi? What's the latest? The Chanel, all this shit that these rappers talk about. Who's buying this shit?
Yeah.
In mass. It ain't no other nation that's we are the biggest consumers on the fucking planet. But we the brokest. Why? Because we spend all our money with the other nations. If we take all the trillions of dollars we spend a year, if we take all that money and spend it with us, bro, the whole world would stop. Everybody's done. Everybody's bankrupt.
Shit, everybody gonna attack us. That was gonna happen.
They can't stop it, bro. What can I'm telling you what's gonna happen. We gonna start dealing with us again, right? Only us. We gotta move like the J people move. I've been saying, that's why I say I'm with Big A on that. We got to start moving like them.
It's real simple.
We got to segregate again. We have to, because everybody is eating off of us. Everybody on the fucking planet is eating off of us, but we ain't eating off of us. So fuck everybody. We ball. It's our time now. This is the age of Aquarius, the age of information. It's over. The secret society, all this shit is done. Everybody's getting exposed. Everybody's fucking, all the shit is coming out. Motherfuckers catching cases, having secret indictments, all types of shit. So it's over. It's over. There's no more gatekeepers. There's no more red tape. There's no more doors that's locked. Everything is wide the fuck open. But what it is that niggas is still scared. I see the door crack. I think it's open. Nigga, the fuck pushing peeking through the hole. Nigga, kick that motherfucker in and go in that motherfucker. Let's go. It's go time.
I know where the hesitation coming from, because they seen so many other black people get publicly crucified. That's why they do it. Like, they publicize what's happening to P. Diddy, so it discouraged the next black billionaire. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think so, but I also think it's a roundup. I think they let everything happen to a certain extent, and then they clear it up. Anybody who wants, you right, pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, because that's why everybody if they not in the heat, they hiding. That's why. All right, put it like this: the BET Awards and everything like that. Man, there's always used to be an after party. They don't even do after. People, they scared to even party. They don't even want to party right now because it's too hot, and they know that they coming for the African American wealth at the top. That's what it is. It's only the African Americans. We're not finna act like it was only African Americans at the parties. You know what I'm saying? It's not all African American parties, but the African American billionaires who was there is the ones who finna take the fall for all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or millionaires. You ain't even got to be a billionaire. If you got too many millions, you're the one who was at the party who finna get thrown under the bus. You know, and that's where we at right now. So it's gonna put fear into certain people from wanting to be publicly great. Like we'll be great private, you know what I'm saying? But to actually try to influence the whole community and make a change, people gonna be scared to do that, bro, because we see what they can do to us. You know what I'm saying? They can crucify us publicly and assassinate our character, and it don't necessarily got to be true. And I'm not saying Diddy didn't do nothing wrong. I don't know what he did, but it don't have to be true. It could all be made up, but we don't know. We gonna still say he did that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna, it just is what it is. It's gonna always be a problem. We just gotta keep pushing through, and that's what we're gonna do anyway. I already know. I believe in us. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna make it happen.
That's what I'm saying, bro. This shit ain't nothing. We ain't. Just all the shit that we've lived through in our lifetime. A lot of shit we done fucking forgot. Y'all niggas remember the swine flu? You remember bird flu? You remember anthrax? You remember 9/11? You remember Zika? You remember what was up to Ebola? What the fuck happened to Ebola? That shit just disappeared.
COVID did too.
COVID.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck COVID. What was what was the first one? Coronavirus. What happened to coronavirus?
The Nile
virus.
Bird flu, all this.
Bird flu, mad cow disease. The list goes on and on.
Tony M said can't base regular shit, regular stuff off of what celebrities are doing.
No, you're right, but people do it anyway. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you're 100% right, but people do it anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's what we look. We've been trained to look to celebrities as our gods. Niggas glorify celebrities. Regular motherfucker, and it ain't just regular people. These celebrities ain't even regular people. They below regular people. When I look at these celebrities and shit, them niggas are beneath me. Cause I know what you come from, nigga.
Yeah.
And now that you think cause you got a little bit of money that you better than me, you can't sign my autograph, you can't shake my hand, or you can't give me 2 minutes of your fucking time. Fuck you then, you bitch ass nigga. Them niggas is goofy. They take the most detestable, disrespectful, ignorant niggas and they put them on a pedestal.
Right. Yep.
If you try to sit and have a conversation with most of these niggas, you be like, man, I don't even fuck with this nigga like that. No, this nigga weird. This nigga goofy. This nigga dumb as shit. But because they
do it too. Like
you see what I'm saying? And I done
where I'm from, like, bro, I done met so many celebrities. I done grew up with celebrities. I done seen them. Like, I can go to the mall right now and see somebody like T.I. or something, like, bro. Man, like, you know what I mean? I didn't got to meet these people, bro, and you are 100% right. I ain't gonna say that about every single one. Like, Javante Tank Davis is a real one. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a real one. You know what I mean? YFN Lucci, he a real one. I done met him. T.I., he a real one. You know what I'm saying? It's some real ones too, but for the most part, I agree 100%. Like, most of them are the way you saying, you know? Most of them
even though I'm not just speaking on their character, I'm saying that they come from nothing. They come from the bottom of the barrel. These are not men or women that come from stable households where they had a mom and dad that you know went to college or are educated or competent, and you know they it's the lowest of the low. They go to the trenches, to the gutter, to get the worst of us and put them on a pedestal, and we glorify these motherfuckers. So, and what that does, that creates a monster, because you taking somebody that still views themselves as being ain't shit. A lot of these motherfucking celebrities still view themselves with all the fame, the fortune, and all that shit, the notoriety, everything. They still personally have low self-esteem and view themselves as that same hood nigga that ain't shit, that nobody give a fuck about, that's broken, ain't got shit. That's why they blowing money the way they do. They in the strip club. They got all this jewelry. Because they get drunk off the attention, right? Because I don't, the way y'all treat me, I don't feel that, I don't view myself the way others view me. So I need that validation. I need that attention. And this is how they get caught up. This is how they end up sucking dick and taking it up the ass and shit for $1 million, because they don't have no fucking character. They don't have no morals and principles. This is why they have to go to the gutter to get, because that's the only motherfuckers that's gonna be with the shit to fit their agenda. You got to be a yes man. And when you see these motherfuckers getting spanked, going to jail, catching charges, other shit, it's because they stepped out of line. Hold up, who the fuck you think? Wait a minute, nigga. I put you in this. Oh, okay, this nigga. He need a reminder.
Yep. Then they take some millions.
Give him a rape charge.
Yeah.
That's always the first step. We seen that to everybody. We already know. Yep, he getting spanking. He got a rape charge.
And then look what happened. You can't even go back the way you came from once they put that on you.
Nope.
You can't even go back to your hood after that. You know
You
what I'm
can't
saying?
go back to your hood even at once you reach a certain level of status, a celebrity status. You can't even go back to your hood. I don't give a fuck how gangster you is, how much respect you got in the hood.
I ain't gonna lie.
If you're an intelligent person, you better not go back to the fucking hood.
I ain't gonna
'Cause then
lie.
you gonna have
I say Atlanta, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Atlanta probably like a place like that. It's probably not like a lot of places. Like all these rappers really like Ti grandma house is still on Bankhead. Like I mean, it's Rolls Royces in the front yard and everything, but it's the same house. He be over there. He opened up restaurants on the same street he from. Like he really be over there. Like 21 Savage really come through. You know what I'm saying? Like all them dudes, they not doing it by the rules that everybody say. Like you can't go back. Like they be really coming back, but they causing chaos a lot of time. Like Ti not causing chaos, but a lot of the guys who do be still in the hood, they causing chaos because they got the money to put this on this dude head. They want to put this money on this dude head. They want to, you know what I'm saying? They giving jobs to the people who gonna crash out, and that's why they able to still stick around the hood because they basically getting extorted without getting extorted. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel you. And those are the one it depends on your level of respect and your character before the fame, right? What type of man or what type of person were you in your neighborhood or your community before you got on? Because
Yeah,
all it's
and
gonna do
that's
is never gonna change that, right? If you was a bitch ass nigga before you got on, you still a bitch ass nigga. Niggas ain't gonna respect you just because you got money. The get with, so the motherfuckers that just trying to get over on you, get something from you, they'll smile in your face
yeah.
and you know act like they cool with you and all that shit because they trying to get something from you. But
But
once they
these rappers
realize
from
that,
Atlanta, I think the difference in my bad, I ain't even cut you. I go ahead.
nah, go ahead.
I want to say I think the difference with the rappers in Atlanta is they not bitch ass niggas. They
Mhm.
they really they really you know what I'm saying? Like
I
they
mean,
really
the
they,
rappers that's literally from Atlanta, like
Right,
from Atlanta.
yeah,
Yeah.
they not bitch ass niggas. But they I mean I'm not saying they doing some stuff that really ain't right. They influencing a lot of people in the neighborhood to do crash out and things like that. But they are not the type that can't come back. Like they really was doing what they like the rappers in Atlanta. Everything they saying on them songs, they really doing it. That's why they be getting locked up. But like they really doing that shit. Like you know, they really doing that shit. So it's like it's a different beast down here because these dudes ain't actors. I can tell you that straight up. These dudes down here ain't actors. You know.
yeah, Atlanta is different, and that it's always been I used to run around Atlanta a lot when I was younger. So I know what you're talking about. Is them niggas? I don't know if it's something in the water.
It's a
I put
different
the
beast. Yeah, it's a whole
Atlanta
different
on the
beast. Like I'm trying
list.
to relate to everybody else, but I'm telling you, it's a different beast.
Yeah.
Just even the fact that I ain't know nobody of a different color, I had to go search for them when I got grown. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's a different beast. Most people can't relate to no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different beast down here. You know, it's crazy, but it's a lot of the same things apply to everybody still. Like we're not totally different. It's a slightly different beast. That's all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's always been a pipeline too. But it's always been a connection with I say Georgia and you know DC or just you know DC,
Mm-hmm.
Maryland, DMV area.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of influences. Atlanta influences DC a lot, and DC influences Atlanta a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Even like with the go-go music, I was surprised how big of a following, you know, it was in Georgia with the go-go music, because that's a DC genre. You know what I'm saying? It was birthed in DC, and you know, just to see how it spread. You know, I heard they was playing go-go music in DR. I'm like, what the fuck? What y'all know about this shit? So
Man, listen, it's so serious that tell me if I'm right or wrong, but this is what I noticed. I remember when I went to DC as a kid, everybody was wearing New Balances and everything like that. They had a totally
mhm.
different swag. But I just went to DC a couple years back. It's the same exact swag as Atlanta. It's the same shit.
Yep.
Atlanta and DC is the same thing.
Yep.
It's the same thing now. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, cause when I went up there, I got on some New Balances right now, bro. I got
Yeah.
on New Balances right now, bro. Literally, I'm about to turn my camera on. They dirty, but hold up, how you turn this shit
Yeah.
on? Yeah, I got on New Balances right now. I'm working in them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's just but I think that was social media made everybody start really accepting each other culture. It's like a blend of everybody now because
Yeah.
we can look on the internet and see what people doing in other cities, and now everybody kind of dressed the same now. Like New York
Mhm.
swag ain't New York swag, bro. Everybody wear Timberlands in the winter now. Like We wear Timbs in the winter. We wear New Balances. We wear Nikes, and the same thing with everywhere else. Like everybody pretty much wearing the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. But man, let me get back to work, man. I'm gonna keep. I don't know how long y'all gonna be up, but I'm gonna just keep listening, man. Good cooking with y'all brothers. I could talk about this type of shit for like forever. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta cut myself off, man. I got shit to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's about that time anyway, man. We almost 2 hours in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, brothers.
Yeah.
We'll talk
You
to
be
y'all.
safe.
All right.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, man. Dr. Detroit and a whole nother beast in itself, man. Detroit in its own. I don't know. Detroit different, but yeah. Yeah, man, we coming up on that end, man. We pushed it past the time, man, putting in that overtime. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm Polo Boots too, man. I'm Polo Boots. All of that. Yeah. Yeah,
yeah, we used to fuck with the Polo boots too. Nike boots, Polo boots.
I got Polo Boots right now. I got Nike boots, Polo boots, Timbs. I got it all, man.
And that's why I be saying for years, man, like, we all the fucking same. I done been damn near, man. The only states I really ain't touched like heavy is out like Midwest.
Yeah.
But I still even touch some of the Midwest states. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
what
it's
I
different
noticed
out there. The Midwest is all the same.
Yeah.
From Chicago to St. Louis, Detroit, they got little differences, but everybody's stiff. Everybody's stiff. All the coaches. Name a culture, they stiff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know that we all wear the same shit. We all talk the same. We might use different. New York, they might say yo. Baltimore, they might say yo. DC, they might say son or mo, or but I don't know what the fuck they saying now. In Atlanta, they might say
stupid.
Stupid. Yeah, he's stupid. You know what I'm saying? But it's all the same shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just different versions of the same thing. You know, so it's we got to stop trying to divide ourselves, looking for ways to divide ourselves, and try to look for ways to come together. And man, let's run it up, bro. It's time, bro. I'm tired of this shit, man. We're too resourceful, we're too competent, we're too talented, we're too we just need the organization, bro. And when I say organization, I ain't talking about us just linking up with any niggas. No. If they ain't on your program, if they ain't like-minded, if they don't have the same vision and the same goals and ambitions that you do, then that ain't somebody you need to be building with. You need to build with like-minded people, and that's how you build a community. But when we build those communities, right, then we can network with other communities, and now we got a network of communities. Now we can become a nation again, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm focused on with this network. It's like building. We got people, y'all from everywhere. We got people from all different states, different countries that watch this platform, that support the platform, and because they support the vision. You know what I'm saying? They support where we're trying to take this, and they tired of the bullshit too. You know what I'm saying? So when I be telling y'all get the membership and supporting it, man, it's helping. It's not just helping us; it's helping y'all.
Yeah. Salute MKM, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, we're gonna get up off of here, man. Okay, get back to the damn self.
Yeah, man. Shoot, y'all know what it is, man. If you ain't a member, what you doing? Y'all check out that Dog of the Week tomorrow, man. And we got that Digital Dog Show coming up, man. 4th of July weekend. A show. Other than that, man, Mr. CEO, where can they find you at, bro?
Man, they already know, man. Men at Work, Pimps Over Simps, Acidonia Worldwide, Candlelit Collections, El Loco Mana. Man, just pick one, pick all of them. Just follow all that shit, man. We working, man. That's all we do. That's all. There ain't nothing else to do but work.
Yeah, man. Without a doubt. And with that being said, we out.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah. Beat drop slow, head not flow. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breed for clout, we breed for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Started with Boogeyman, ghost in the chain, locked in the game, never moved for fame. Old mountain lions run deep in the flame. Sock about the fire, Michonne brought the name. Then came Fat Boy, muscle in the frame. Man, hard, put respect on the name. Shotgun smooth, but the work insane. Sugar sweet jit, but a bite ain't tame. Kiki in the back, had a game in the veins. Gatorade heavy, ran it straight through the rain. Red Ninja close, watch him work in the lane. Renegade rider can't hold that chain. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sock it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breed for clout, we breed for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Ain't no luck, just grit and grind. Every dog here put work in time. Lady Rage got that fire in her eyes. Red alert taught us how to recognize signs. Blood heavy like a 2-ton chain. Everything proven, no need to explain. They asked what's in it, that yellow campaign. Built off real, we don't fake no strain. Second with the flame, Michonne lit the wick. If you know, then you know that line too slick. From the field to the show, every move so thick you can't blueprint this. It's the legacy pick. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breed for clout, we breed for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die.